The world is rejoicing at the murder of Charlie Kirk, and the world is also rejoicing at the murder of Minnesota House Leader Melissa Hortman and her husband, both Democrats. And again, the world rejoices at the shooting of State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. The rest of the world is watching and loving this because they're gonna finally surpass the superpower called America. They're gonna beat us in a war where we're the only ones shooting, because guess what? We're shooting at each other. If you rewind back 30 years, America was booming. Our culture was the envy of the world. We had money, we had style, and we all got along pretty damn well. The haters in the rest of the world wanted to take us down, but how could they do that? We had the strongest military, the strongest economy, and the strongest cultural fabric. So they couldn't beat us in military, couldn't beat us in economy, but what if they started tearing at that cultural fabric? What if they didn't fight us, but they got us to fight each other? I'd imagine in a situation like that, the very first step you take is to start to tear at the cultural trust we have in each other. September 11, 2001, the loss of trust begins. Terrorists attacked us from within and made us fear who can we trust. It got in our heads like, I thought everyone here believes in the same ideals. Like, did it change? It made us feel like we could never really be sure of our neighbors. So we sold away a lot of our freedoms, the Patriot Act, NSA, all those expanded government programs and security measures removed a lot of our personal privacy. But we were kind of okay with it at the time because it was in the name of safety, right? We sadly accepted that we can't totally trust each other just because we all live here. And then we did the America thing. We got pissed. We wiped out the terrorists. We suppressed all those people. We took out all of Iraq. We leveled Afghanistan. We thought we were good. We thought we took out all our enemies, but we still had enemies. Smarter, more sophisticated enemies. And when they saw how quickly we turned on each other right after September 11th, even though it was a little bit, they knew there was an opening. They knew it was time for phase 2. You see, the other countries realized that our greatest strength in America could actually become our greatest weakness. The one thing that ties us together is our love for American values. Each and every one of us wants to build the best America possible, and we'd do anything to preserve that America. We'd sacrifice, we'd work long hours. We'd even kill. So what happens if we don't agree on what the best America looks like? What if someone came into our ears through social media and whispered, hey, that guy living next door, he's not a true American. He wears a different color than the true Americans wear. He voted for a fascist, a racist, a billionaire, a socialist. He wants to take your rights away, which means he can't possibly be a true American. And you're a true American. You're gonna fight for this country. You'd even kill for this country, wouldn't you? And so they started teaching us that only one political party has it right. Only one political party has a monopoly on morality. And if you vote for the wrong political party, well then, you're a fascist, a heathen, a communist, a bootlicker. You're un-American. You're going to ruin this country. No, you're going to end this country. So we have to end you first. That kind of thinking is so far away from what we grew up with in the 80s and 90s. Back then, American politics was limited to, hey, we all want the same thing, we just don't agree on how to get there. Welfare is good for a pick-me-up. No, welfare could be bad if people abuse it. Big government is good to make sure all these companies are in compliance with our vision. Nah, big government could be bad because it stifles growth in small businesses. All politicians agreed that they wanted American growth. They just didn't agree on how to get there. They were tweaking things, not throwing them out. Now look at American politics. We've got wild extremes. Some politicians call for the removal of police, which obviously harms the middle class and working class who can't afford private security. Lose the border, close the border. Health crisis, mental health crisis. The mental health crisis is completely ignored. It allows homeless people to live on the street. Or, if you live in another part of town, round them all up and lock them away. No mental health services. And why the hell are all these politicians so old? Oh yeah, that's right. Because they get rich off of all of this. What I'm trying to get across is for all of us to remember one thing. We're all Americans, so act like it. We can disagree about what to do with the current state of affairs. Actually, we're supposed to disagree. That's how we grow. And in our disagreements, some of us are going to get really annoyed. We're going to start to hate some people, and we're going to hate what other people say. But remember, we're in this ship together. So if you kill another American over politics, then you are not an American. You're actually an agent for all the other countries and terrorists who hate America. You're doing their job for them. And if you think one side has the moral high ground, if you think politics is a team sport, then guess what? You've been duped by all those countries and all those terrorists. Instead, try reading more of the opposing view. Ask yourself questions. Ask the other side questions. Be more open-minded. If you don't want to be open-minded, or if you don't want to respect other people's opinions, there's plenty of countries where you could fit right in. It's just not this one. And if someone is celebrating the political killing of any American, doesn't matter what side, then that person might as well send Putin a love letter and an application to the Russian army, because that person has more in common with Putin than they do with Americans. Stop waging war against your own country.